Hey yo! Hey everyone, Skylinks here bringing you another video review. Today we're going to be doing Batman Officer Down. This is the second story arc in the New Gotham era. So that means it takes place right after No Man's Land. Take a look at the cover. Now the basic premise in Batman Officer Down is that Commissioner Jim Gordon gets shot really bad. And by who, we don't know. And I'm not going to reveal because I don't want to spoil the ending. But the only witness to this heinous crime is Catwoman. So, throughout about half the graphic novel, everyone's searching for Catwoman, whether it's to question her or to arrest her. They're looking for her. Now, if you expect this to be a graphic novel where Batman goes on his vengeance rampage and search for the shooter, to beat the living shit out of him, you're completely wrong. Actually, Batman does really nothing in this. He stays by Jim Gordon's bedside throughout most of the graphic novel, till the very end. Now, why he does this, he tells us, but it's vague enough that it can actually be left to interpretation. Although he did tell us, though, you should take it for what it's worth. Now, it's good in two ways that Batman doesn't show up in this comic that much. One is because it really shows Batman in a different light. Commissioner Gordon, outside the Bat family, is Batman's best friend. And how he's dealing with the situation of his friend being fatally wounded may not pull out of this, and, he can't really do anything to help him. How he's dealing with this, how he's coping with this is very unique to Batman's character. We don't see Batman do this much often. Actually, probably never. He's always out there trying to get things done. Maybe it's because it's what happened to Jason Todd. But then, again, not all Batman's problems stem back to Jason Todd. Maybe it's just the fact that Batman feels useless in this situation. But I think it's good because it shows Batman in a different light. The second thing that really works well with him not being in it too much is every other character gets to shine. 3 in particular. Barbara Gordon, Oracle, how she's dealing with her father getting shot, the stress, and the disappointment towards Batman, and just trying to stay emotionally in check. That was a great dynamic. Nightwing, having to step up as the leader, bringing the Bat family together to find Catwoman before the Gotham PD does, trying to solve this case. And the Gotham PD, who did an excellent job. I think they did an excellent job in this graphic novel. The interrogation of the criminal, them going out trying to find things. The beginning of the story starts with them, and the end of the story starts with them, and I think they shine very well in this. Now, that brings me to the tale of the tape. The good things and the bad things in my final analysis of this. Let's start off with the bad things. Well, the bad things is number one, at least personally for me, when they actually find Catwoman and question Catwoman, she gives up the information way too quickly. It's so outside of Catwoman's character, I never expected her to just give it up. I would figure that she'd bargain for the information somehow. I just don't know why they gave it up so quickly. Maybe because it's a short graphic novel and you have a lot to cover within the time. That's just one thing. The second thing is this is a great detective novel. It's just a great detective story. However, I think the big thing that makes Officer Down fall short to just a good Batman story is the fact that it's going to be always second or third place to something else. An example of this is, as good as a detective story as this is, something like Batman Murderer and Bruce Wayne Fugitive is going to be a much better detective story. Then again, you can't be the best in everything. That brings me to the good points. Well, we have to kind of backtrack. One is it brings Batman in a different light. 2 is it's a very dire situation. 3 is the characters really stand out and they really step into their own light. And 4, despite the fact that it's not the best detective graphic novel, it's still a great detective story. And the whole entire Gotham PD aspect and seeing things through their eyes, that's very nice. And the ending is very satisfying to the reader. Maybe not necessarily satisfying to the reader that wants to see everything wrap up happily, but it wraps up very well in a very real-world, realistic kind of way. A lot of reals there. But it is a good Batman story. The best? No. But I highly suggest picking it up. It's going to be one of those gems that you don't realize until you actually stumble across it. So, with that being said, I suggest picking this up. Go into it with an open mind. If you're one of those readers that like to see change and like to see things different, you're going to like this graphic novel. If you're one of those people that are steadfast that Batman always has to be in it, then you may not like it as much. But I suggest that you at least keep an open mind. With that said, Batman Upside Down is a good graphic novel. Good. Not great, not mediocre, not bad. It's good. It's like a 3.5 stars out of 5, if I had to give it a rating. With that said, I guess I'm going to end the review here, and saying, this is Skylink, saying peace out for now.